Welcome to the channel Celeb Sector. The Marvel Cinematic Universe always produces incredible work. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is one of their masterpieces, but here it seems like the lead characters have some things to solve. In this video, we will talk about the recent interview of Sebastian Stan, where he joked about Tom Holland being the reason behind the making of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Let's begin. Starting with the expansion of the MCU. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has been able to scale up in previously unforeseen ways thanks to Disney+. The MCU was purely something that fans were able to experience just in movie theaters as blockbuster action pictures prior to its premiere in 2019. Nevertheless, since the debut of Disney+, the brand has also expanded to include the television programs which broadcast specifically on Disney+. As a result, the MCU has been able to stay focused on characters that might not have as much time on screen in the movies. One of the clearest examples of this is the series The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, starring Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan, respectively as the leading characters. It addressed the consequences from the occurrences of Avengers Endgame. Still, it also tangled up several plot threads which have been in the movie Captain America the Winter Soldier, specifically concerning Stan's Bucky Barnes and his role as the Winter Soldier, who was portrayed as a brainwashed assassin. About the show. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier is a Marvel Comics-based American television serial developed by Malcolm Spellman exclusively for a Disney Plus streaming platform, starring Sam Wilson as Falcon and Bucky Barnes as Winter Soldier. It is the second television show under the Marvel Cinematic Universe label and which is produced by Marvel Studios, following the events of Avengers Endgame and keeping connection with the franchise's films. Carl Skoglund directed the film, with Spellman serving as the head writer. By September 2018, Marvel Studios was working on a handful of television series for Disney+, with characters like Wilson as well as Barnes from the MCU films serving as the focus. Spellman joined the team in October and decided to concentrate on the racial concerns created by Wilson receiving the shield of Captain America at the finale of Endgame. In April 2019, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was approved, and Skoglund was appointed the following month. The shooting of the film actually started in Atlanta sometime in October 2019 and moved to the Czech Republic in March 2020. Due to the COVID-19 outbreak, filming was suspended, but it restarted in Atlanta in September until it was completed in the Czech Republic in October. Remark by Sebastian Stan. Sebastian Stan feels Tom Holland is credited for both him and Anthony Mackie obtaining their Marvel Cinematic Universe program, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. When Sebastian got to sit down with Vanity Fair to reflect on his profession, he got the amusing moment of realization that it could have been Tom Holland who brought Bucky and Sam together. In a recent conversation with Vanity Fair, Sebastian Stan discussed his best performances, notably his experience in the MCU. Stan mentioned Civil War during the discussion of his MCU projects, recalling the confrontation involving Bucky, Sam, and the MCU character Spider-Man, who was a newbie at that time and was played by Tom Holland. Stan credited Holland for the sequence because it demonstrates how Bucky and Sam work together as a team. He came to the amusing revelation when talking about Captain America Civil War that Tom Holland might just have unwittingly assisted him, as well as Anthony Mackie, acquire the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series on Disney+. Stan explained that it was really strange and crazy because it was a very funny moment with Holland grabbing the arm as well as the punch and everything, which led Anthony and himself to have to sort of come together over. As he spoke, he actually started to realize that he and Anthony got a show due to Tom Holland. He also said that he would not want Tom Holland to know this. Stan said all of this in the very same interview with Vanity Fair. The particular scene was significant in the MCU mostly because it showed fans a taste of Holland's Spider-Man portrayal and demonstrated Bucky and Wilson's rapport as a reluctant team. As a consequence, this led to their main roles in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier and ultimately Wilson's Captain America 4 being greenlit, according to reports by Variety. In the very same interview, Sebastian reflected on his role as the Winter Soldier's path in the MCU, saying that he thought his job would be over soon after the first Captain America film was out. However, he was surprised to find out that he managed to end up assuming the role for 10 more years. Whether the Falcon and the Winter Soldier will be retained for a second season in the MCU is unknown. So this is all about the recent joke made by Sebastian Stan. Comment down which is your favorite character from the MCU movies.